Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. And before we get started with today's video, remember to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And without further ado, let's get on with the video. Today's video is going to be a reading vlog. I am calling this the Naughty or Nice Wheel Chooses My Reads vlog. I think you guys will see the title of the video. But I have made a wheel of some naughty prompts and nice ones. So basically, prompts I don't want to get and prompts I want to get. And we will be spinning the wheel. I will put a picture on the screen. That is what our wheel looks like. I think there are 10 prompts. And we are going to be spinning and choosing a book to read. So let's just do our first spin. As you saw, we got the prompt of romance. That was one of the prompts I was hoping for. And this one gives us a lot of room to choose whatever book we want. So I will decide on a book and come back to you. I've decided to go with Close Knit by Kelson Denise Stone. This is a soccer romance. I don't know really any more than that, but I am really excited. I've heard great things about this book. I adore the cover, and I'm going to go get reading. I've started Close Knit. I'm on page 38, which is chapter 4, and I am loving this book so much. This follows Daphne and Cameron. They don't tell each other their names, but they really are attracted to each other, so they have a one-night stand because Daphne is doing a yes here where she's going out of her comfort zone and saying yes to things she normally wouldn't. And that is what's happened so far. They had their one-night stand. She is a knitter. She is an influencer where she does knitting content. And he is a football or soccer player. And that's really all that's happened. She just did an interview talking about her knitting stuff. And now this next chapter is Cameron's POV, and we're going to see what he's up to after the one-night stand. I'm on page 86 of Close Knit, and I am obsessed with this book. It is so good. Our main characters went to London because I think she moved there, or at least just for some time, and he lives there to play football, soccer, and they are neighbors. He has to move in with his teammates because his coach says that he has to. So if he wants to stay on the team, he has to move in with his teammates. And they all live at this building, which is where she is going to be living because her mom owns the apartment. I think she's upstairs from them. And so she's going to be staying there. And they are living in the same building, and he is being very grumpy towards her, not very nice. And his teammates, though, and her, they've become instant friends, and it's so fun to read about. And I am just adoring this book. These characters are everything, especially Daphne. She is so cool, and I just love her personality so much. And so far, this book is so good. Definitely on the road to being a 5-star read. Let's get reading. I finished Close Knit. I gave it 5 stars. I am obsessed with this book. It was so beautiful and emotional, and these characters are my everything. I adored this book so much. I highly recommend it. I love it. This is one of my favorite books of 2024. I am that obsessed. And I will come back on a different day when we spin the wheel for the next book in this vlog. Let's spin the wheel and decide on another book to read. As you can see, the wheel is being so nice to us, giving us the good prompts. And we got the prompt 5-star prediction. So I'm going to look at my TBR and pick a book. I have decided to go with Give Me More by Sarah Kate. This is the 3rd book in the Salacious Players Club series. And I have given the first 2 books 5 stars. And I really cannot wait to get into this one. This one is about a playboy, and I think he gets into a relationship with a married couple, and there's ropes on the front, so maybe some tying up, some rope play. I'm not too sure, but I've loved the first 2 books, and I assume this one would be no different. Hopefully this is good. Let's get reading. I've started Give Me More by Sarah Kate. I've made it to page 98, and so far I am loving this book. Basically, the premise of this book is this follows Drake, Hunter, and Isabel. And Hunter and Drake have been friends for many years, and Isabel is Hunter's wife. Drake has always had thoughts about Isabel, like spicy thoughts, but he's like he could never act on them. And then one day they're doing a demonstration because it's the Salacious Players Club, so they work at a sex club, and they are doing a demonstration at a different sex club, and it's Drake and Isabel, and Hunter finds himself turned on by them in such close and intimate proximity, and so he asks them to have sex in front of him so he can watch, and they both say no at first, but then of course Isabel comes around to it because she's very much will do whatever Hunter asks her to, but Drake is still like no, even though he likes her, but they do end up doing some stuff, and Drake admits to Hunter that he doesn't want to do it because he is a playboy, and he's usually good at separating sex and emotions, but with Isabel, he's all in. It's not just sex to him, and Hunter, that turns him on even more. And this book is so good so far. I'm loving it. Again, not even 100 pages in, but I can't wait to continue reading. I've read more of Give Me More. I'm on page 198, and I am still obsessed with this book. It is so good, and some stuff has happened. I don't want to spoil anything. Does it say it on the back? No, it doesn't, but interesting stuff happens, and some stuff between Drake and Hunter happens, and I am loving this book so much. Hoping to finish it today, and I will update you when I do. I finished Give Me More. I give it 5 stars. I loved this book so much. It was very spicy. I'd give this 5 chili peppers. It was spicy. It was very kinky. It had a lot of different kinks. And I adore this book so much. I highly recommend this and the series. But we're going to spin for our next prompt. So as you saw, we got a naughty prompt, which is to read a book with an under 4-star average rating. And I decided to go with Snowed In by Nevessa Allen. I have this as an ebook on Kindle, and the average star rating for this on Goodreads is 3.89. So it's pretty close to 4, but it's still under, so it works for this prompt. And let's get reading. So I've started reading Snowed In by Nevessa Allen. I'm 12% in, and so far I'm enjoying it. This book follows Ellie and Ben. Ellie she lives in a small town, and she is a freelancer. She has her own company where she does arts and crafts. Oh, there's something in my eye. And she lives in this very small town, and she has this neighbor, Jack, who she's very close to, and he is older, like he's an older man. And Ben ends up being at the house one day when she goes to visit Jack. And so that's how they meet. Ben is a former, I want to say football player, but I'm not too sure on the sport. But he's a former sports player, but his brother died from some brain injuries, and so he decided to quit. And he's been living in this small town for actually 3 months, and she had no idea. So he's doing good at keeping a low profile, and they end up hitting it off. They like each other. Their banter is hilarious. They are so funny together, and I'm really enjoying it. That's pretty much all that has happened so far, but I'm excited to continue reading, so let's go do just that. Just a tiny little update. Not much has happened, but I'm 25% in, And so far, she went over to his house because he invited her over. His mom has been pestering him for a photo of this woman to prove she's real. And so she goes over and they start talking, and then the mom doesn't believe the photo is real. She's like, this could have been taken anywhere, anytime. So they do a video chat, and she ends up talking to his mom, and they get along. And so far, that's really all that's happened. He's shown her around his house because he's remodeling the whole thing. And she's a graphic designer, so she, like, understands everything he's saying. And so it's really good so far, but not much has happened. Like, they're getting to know each other and stuff, but there's not really too much of a plot. So I'm liking it, but if it continues down this road, I just don't think it can be a 5-star because I need a little more to my books to be 5 stars, but still enjoyable, and let's go get reading. So I finished Snowden. I give it 4.5 stars. I really enjoyed it. It got emotional towards the end, or at least it was supposed to be. And I did feel the emotion, but I also felt like a heartless monster because I didn't really care. I mean, I cared. I just didn't feel all the feelings I think I was supposed to. But I still really loved this book, and these characters were amazing. And I highly recommend. That is going to be it for this reading vlog. If you enjoyed, please leave a red heart. And before you go, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to post notifications. I'll see y'all next time. Bye, everyone.